how you can get 79 plus in PT within 15 days. You don't need to spend hours and hours sitting at home and practicing. It's quite an easy exam. We unnecessarily making it so difficult, so complex. I'm gonna explain you each and every module and every section where you need to focus on. First we talk about speaking. Its first section is read aloud. It seems very simple because there is some content in front of you and you can expect 6 to 7 read aloud. So what we have to do here? First of all, I always say to my students, you need to be relaxed over there. If you're gonna, get panic, then your voice will stammer and some people get louder. So you need to stay calm and you are not allowed to insert anything from your side or omit anything. Because no matter fluency and pronunciation will definitely give you score for speaking. Many students are able to get 90 in speaking. But what happened that they not get score in reading. Why? Because they're missing some content. Either they are so fast or either their pronunciation wasn't clear. So here you need to focus on a very important area which provides you 30 marks for reading. And it's quite easy. If you practice, it's literally just 10 minutes in a day you can practice. And then there's a describe image. It's just the piece of cake. You just need to speak whatever you can see on screen. Numbers, colors, and you don't need to mention the maximum, this minimum trends. You don't need to, trust me. You can just simply say whatever, the even tiny detail on the screen. Topic, whatever if there are countries, you can speak every country. Because you just have to finish this in 38 to 40 seconds. Or one more important thing, some students try to finish in 25 seconds. No, please don't do this mistake. Take your time and finish it in 38 seconds. Because its score goes only into speaking, so we don't, bother about this much. Next is repeat sentences. So you can expect this 10 to 12. Read a lecture you expect 2 to 3. And short question answer you expect 10 to 12. Now you will be amazed to know that these 3 sections only can give 45 plus to listening. What happened, I give you one example. 2 of my students gave exam on last Wednesday. They got 3/8 except listening. They were lacking and they were so confused where they did wrong. Why they didn't get well in listening. What happened that they messed up repeat sentences, retell lecture and short question answers. So you really need to focus on these 3 areas. I give you one trick here, repeat sentences. Listen to understand, please. Listen to understand. Then you only can, visualize the information and you can speak as it is. And secondly, retell lecture. Here people are messing a lot. Why? Because they don't know what to speak. Some information out there, you need to take keywords only. Some are following templates. I say, okay, absolutely right. But what is retell lecture? When they are, playing audio, when they are, it's like 120 to 180 seconds lecture, right? Lecture audio. And how many seconds you have to speak? How many seconds? Yeah, I'm asking you.
40.
40 seconds, right? So is this practical to take all the information? Because they have taken 120 seconds. 40 seconds. So that's not practical to take all the information. Here I'll give you one hint that can be very, very useful for you. Read a lecture, take 5 lines. While listening, you have to process in your mind that okay, I'm gonna speak this thing, this line. You don't need to write all the information and waste your energy by listening all the unnecessary, irrelevant stuff. Take the 5 key lines and process into your mind, okay, make your sentences while listening. I know this needs a lot of practice. After the class, I'm gonna provide you the link where you can practice all the written lectures, and 2 out of those written lectures you will get in exam, for sure. Lastly, short question answers, quite easy task, but you can't ignore this task as well, because 3 to 4 marks goes into listening. We know that value of even each single score, each 1 mark, we know the value. So here I'm gonna provide you the source where you can practice exact and you can get a good score, so that you get your perfect score in listening as well. Next, writing will come later, because this is such an easy module in whole PT. Reading is reading has become very difficult for some of you guys. Why? Because of fill in the blanks, maybe reorder paragraphs. Yeah. First of all, there are MCQs multiple answers and MCQs single answers. Those areas carry less than 10 marks. So you don't need to bother about that. Less than 10 marks. Rest of the marks come reorder paragraph, reading and writing fill in the blanks, and only reading fill in the blanks. Literally, you need to understand this part to get 79 plus in reading. Now, if you get 3 reorder paragraphs, 3 reorder, and there are 4 sentences in each reorder, then you get 9 score. If you do all correct. If you do only 2 pair correct in each reorder, then you will get 6 out of 9. Agree? Yeah. That's perfectly okay. If you even make pairs, you don't need to be accurate 100%. And these ones, reading and writing, fill in the blanks, fill in the blanks. I can't be 100% correct in reading and writing and reading, fill in the blanks. If you manage to get, if there is one paragraph, there are 6 fill in the blanks. If you manage to get 4 out of 6, you are done. Trust me. You will definitely get 79 plus. And how you can do reading and writing fill in the blanks? Do I need to provide you bulk of fill in the blanks to cram you? No. What you need to do, if your grammar is good, if you can make a basic understanding, that's quite easy. You can take help of collocations, prepositions, and the just basic grammar. Trust me, this is not a hard part. Reading gives you 40 score around from itself, from reading. The rest of the score, for example, 30 score comes from read aloud, 10 score comes from listening, 10 comes from writing. You got it? Like around 50 score you get from another modules. Reading by itself is like giving you only 40 marks. Get it? And now we come to the listening. Seriously, which has become biggest issue these days for students. Like 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, 5 mark. I'm like so pissed off. And actually what they're doing. Even they made me upset like what they're actually doing. So that's why I thought, okay, no, I'm gonna make this video to make it clear that how these things work. You don't need to make it too much complex. You just give 15 days, 2 hours daily, and you just need your mentor write practice material, and I'm 100% sure that you will get your score. Oh yes, one more thing. Reorder paragraphs. I'm gonna give you one source, one site. I think I gave you, right? So from those websites you will get 2 out of those. That's pretty easy, right? Now we come to the listening. Summarize spoken text. Same as written lecture, right? Written lecture you have to speak. Here you have to write. You get 10 minutes. That's plenty of time. And you get 2 to 3. And we do have a perfect source where you can expect 2 out of those. It's a very simple task. It gives you 10 marks for listening and 10 marks for writing. Keep very simple template and take the relevant information, as I always say. For example, if I give you an example, there is a written lecture of marshmallow test. They're doing an experiment, and she says, "Oh, I'm gonna call a student. I'm gonna call a child, and I'm gonna give him or her one marshmallow." You're not gonna write the whole story which she's explaining. What she's explaining that they are doing a marshmallow test experiment in which they are checking the resistance power of child. Those are the keywords, not the whole story you're gonna write. And here you have to write 50 to 70 words. I prefer to write 68 to 70 words so that your content is covered. You get full. Keep it very simple. If your grammar is correct, if your spellings are correct, if your form is correct, like you write within the word limits, then easily get your score. Fill in the blanks. You get 2 to 3 in the exam. Very, very important. Listen carefully. 11 marks goes into writing. 11 marks. Yes, very important. So here you need to just pay attention to the spellings, S and ED at the end. Next is highlight incorrect words. Although it gives only 8 points listening, but it's very important for reading. It gives us 10 marks for reading. 10 marks for reading. So that's why it's very important. And other section, multiple choice question, answer, highlight correct summary, select missing word, and single answers. They all carry around 10 marks. So we don't need to bother on that. We will focus on the main areas where we can grab lot of scores. This PT exam is very strategic. If you do strategy, if you follow strategies, then you're done. Now, write from dictation is the key. Trust me, is the key. If you have done write from dictation, correct, you're definitely gonna get score in writing. 29 score you get for listening, and 35 you get for writing. Am I clear? 29 for listening and 35 for writing. There was one rumor about write from dictation. I'm gonna discuss in short. That if you write in a sequence, then you will get score. If you write in exact sequence, for example, how many chairs are in the room. If you forgot how, then you won't get the rest of the marks. But this is false. How many words you wrote over there in the right order with the right spellings, you will get 1 mark for 1 spelling. Correct. I will explain this write from dictation scoring in another video, so that you can have a clear idea that how write from dictation scoring works. But overall idea is that 29 you get for listening, 35 you get for writing. Now, so far you came to know that on which areas we need to focus on. Now the last section is writing. Quite easy. you just get 25 plus score from writing itself. 25. The rest of the score coming not from speaking, reading. Reading and writing, fill in the blanks. Write from dictation, fill in the blanks, and this. Okay. Summarize written text. As you know, you have to write 5 to 75 words. It's quite easy. You don't need to, do a lot of hard work in this area. I tell you about essay little bit. Essay, just follow our template and please add 20 to 25 keywords. That is considered as content and vocabulary. And always say why you get a wrong idea from vocabulary. Vocabulary doesn't mean that you have to write difficult words. Vocabulary means the related words. For example, if we are writing about climate change, add, the ideas like environment, deforestation, why climate is changing because of pollution, because of congestion on roads. So this way, relate to vocabulary and keep it very simple. Don't make complex sentences, complex and compound. No, I never prefer. Keep it very simple. If your grammar is good, spelling correct, form correct, because it is a computer, it's gonna give you score according to the criteria. So essay and summarize written text. If you write grammatically right without any spelling mistake, you're gonna get 100% 79 plus. So it's very quite, it's very easy, thing to focus on, only on the areas which you give score, not on, irrelevant things. If you have any question, you can ask me now, then I'll wrap up this video about any of, the section.
It's all covered.
All covered? I think so.
In essay, we need to write both sides, or we can go for one side only if they ask.
Yes,
write your opinion.
Yeah, of course. If they are asking your opinion, you can take one side only. If, for example, if I'm talking about work life, we should spend more time at work or we should give time to personal life. If you want to write 2 paragraphs in favor of, personal life, please go ahead. Some people take, one side, okay, we should also spend some time at personal life or some on work life. So it's individual choice. As far as you are writing correct, your grammar is correct, then you are done. Doesn't matter. So lastly, I would say, while doing practice, you need proper feedback, right practice material, and your mentor who can look after you. So please, if students out there also struggling with their PT score, they are spending a lot of money, a lot of time. I know in Sydney it's quite tough for them because time is crucial, time is money over here. So I would suggest them to find a good mentor, right mentor who can look after you and provide you the right practice material. And if you need any help, I'm gonna leave my number below. You can contact me and I'm more than happy to help you. Thank you.